a successful growth in your business when it comes to you using lead magnet? Because one thing I've discovered is, we just create the lead magnet for creating lead magnet's sake, whereby you just create a lead magnet for every other person thinking this is what they need, and you need to understand that no lead magnets are the same in the sense that it's not a one size fits all. You don't just create a lead magnet and say, okay, this is what I'm going to give to all, everybody's going to come into my funnel. So, in today's podcast, I'll be talking about the three lead magnet that you need for your business growth success. Let's discuss. Hi, my name is Maximus Christopher, and this is the Prolific You podcast where we talk about mindset, entrepreneurship, sales, and marketing. And in today's podcast, I'll be sharing with you the three kinds of lead magnet that you need to have a successful growth in your business. When it comes to you having growth in your business, a successful lead magnet that you need to have a successful growth in your business. Because you need to understand that all lead magnets are not the same, and you don't just create a lead magnet because you think, oh, that's a good thing, that is what you heard, that is what you need to do. Then you create a lead magnet, and things are just gonna be fine. No, you need to understand the awareness stage of each lead. Okay, because not all leads are the same. All leads are not the same. So you need to understand the awareness stage. So when it comes to lead magnets, of course, they tell you, oh, write an ebook and then it's successful. But there's something you need to understand. A webinar is a lead magnet, okay? A conversion method, of course, that's a lead magnet. So a checklist, a cheat sheet, a guide is a lead magnet. But you need to understand when to use them as lead magnets and who to give them to as lead magnets, okay? So going back to the CTA methodology that I talk about, you need to know the awareness stage of your lead mindsets. You need to know where they are. You need to understand where they are mentally, in the sense that where are they right now in their business. So if someone is in a child mindset, that person has no idea what the pain is. That person doesn't know what's happening in his or her business. So you need to make the pain relevant to that particular person. So when you give someone like that a lead magnet, what you're giving that person is probably a cheat sheet or a template. So the person sees, oh, now I know there's a pain that I have that I never knew I had, and now I am aware. So when it comes to the team mindset as well, doing this live. So when it comes to the team mindset, is, now the person is aware of the problem. So what the person is seeking for right now is solution and is more information. The person needs more information. The person wants to consume more information. So that's where you can create a guide for such a person. So that's where you can create a guide that explains your methodology, your style, the method of you doing your kind of business, and how you can help that person get that desired results. Okay, so you understand, not just looking at those two lead mindsets, it shows you that all leads are not the same. So imagine you giving someone that is in the not aware, the person does not know that, oh, there's a problem, and you're giving the person a guide and how to solve a particular problem. The person be like, I don't even know there's a problem in the first place, so what is it that I want to solve? You understand? So that is what you need to understand, because when I come online, and especially when I visit websites and they're just one lead magnet, and you're wondering, this is what I need or this is not for me, and why are you giving one lead magnet to everybody that comes to your website? I know you're thinking, about Maximus, so what should I do? Okay, before I come to what you should do, we need to come to the third awareness stage, which is the adult mindset. Them knowing, oh, I have a problem. I'm aware of the problem. Now I'm seeking the solution. Now I want to buy from you. Where do you get that person to? What do you give such a person? Now, the lead magnet that you need to give such a person is a webinar. A webinar is a lead magnet, because you're magnetizing someone to come to hear from you and understand what is it that you do. So when someone like that is in the stage of I want to buy, when someone comes to your webinar, especially if you've moved the person from different mindsets. But if the person came into your ecosystem from the child mindset, and you move that person to the teen mindset. Now, when the person comes to the adult mindset, the person is aware of the problem, everything. The person is not seeking for solution. Okay, now I want to buy from you. What you need to do now, when you get someone like that, I mean, a workshop or a webinar is a lead magnet. So when someone like that attends a workshop, you're not trying to convince the person that, hey, I'm the best person for you. Now, what you're giving that person in the workshop or the webinar is a glimpse of what the person will get working with you. So, you get a person in the call after attending the webinar or a workshop, or you can sell directly to that person. But you understand now that all leads are not the same, so that different awareness stage for your lead magnet. So now when it comes to you asking the question, so what should you do? This is what you should do. You should create 3 lead magnets differently and 3 different landing pages. Yes. You say, Maximus, that's too much work. Don't you want to get the best type of client? Okay, you want to get the best qualified client. So that is what you need to do. So you create 3 lead magnets and 3 different landing pages. Now, let me explain what you're going to do. When it comes to the child mindset, you create probably a cheat sheet or even a short guide, 2-3 pages, a short guide, okay, that brings that makes the pain relevant to that person. Okay, it's something that you can put on your social media and you post it there, and the person sees it and the person downloads and say, oh, and the person reads it and say, oh, now I'm aware. I never knew the reason I wasn't making such success, or the reason I've been plateaued in making X amount of money in my business. I never knew it was because of this problem. So for someone like me, the lead magnet for those in the child mindset is me making them aware that they're not using the right funnel to getting the right clients to do their business. So they're not aware of the right funnel that they need to use. So because of that, they're not getting success in their business. So when I give them a guide and they see that short guide that brings a problem, and they be like, oh, now I'm aware. Oh, no wonder I've been plateaued. No wonder I've been stuck in this amount. Or I've been stuck in getting X amount of clients every month, or me not getting the amount of clients that I want every single month. So now the pain is relevant to them. So you're not just creating a lead magnet for every other person. That you're not saying, oh, I get your email, you just fill up with people that don't want to work with you or don't want to buy what you're selling. So when it comes to the teen mindset, now is a longer guide, okay, whereby it explains my methodology. It explains in depth the CTA methodology. Now, when you give someone a lead magnet like that, you can send links to relevant more information that you have, probably a YouTube video that you have, that it can explain certain things that you can put in the lead magnet when it comes to the teens mindset. Okay, so you put those links there, and they get to know your methodology more, and you give them something that they can solve. Probably you let them know, oh, these are the landing pages that you need to create for this to happen and this to happen and these are the things that you need to say for that to happen. So when they get to do something like that in that business and they see the results, what happens? You are now an authority because you told them, you give them an advice, you give them valuable something to do, to use in that business, and they did that thing and it worked. So now you are seen as an authority. Okay, so when it comes to the adult mindset, if someone has walked through that plane, for instance, now, when it comes to challenge, a challenge actually is a lead magnet as well. When it comes to those in the team mindset, okay, a challenge is a lead magnet where you get someone to come into your ecosystem and learn from you for probably 3 days or 4 days or 5 days or 7 days. Okay, so for 5 days, someone is in there with you, learning for 5 days and implementing what they're learning. So what happens? is you're taking that person from not knowing much of your methodology, and the person saying, oh, now I understand what you're saying, and I understand that, oh, now I've got it in 5 days of hanging out with you. I've been able to achieve these results. I've been able to get this thing working in my business. So the person now knows, oh, so this stuff is working. Now you can get someone like that. What I would advise is to have what is called an implementation workshop, okay, whereby you get that person, you get this group of people. Now, not everyone that attended the challenge are going to attend the implementation workshop, okay. Those that are serious are going to attend the implementation workshop. So when they attend the implementation workshop, what happens now is more of you showing them everything. It's just like you getting someone on the call, okay, and you're bringing a problem and you're letting them know, oh, this is why you're not having this result in your business. Now you're pointing out the problem, okay. You're not hiding it. You're letting them know this is why you're not getting this exact result. But if you were to work with me, this is what I'm going to help you do. This is what I'm going to help you solve. This is how we're going to work together to help you achieve this result. So when it comes, it's just like the same thing when it comes to the implementation workshop. Now they see how you're implementing this, and they have a picture of what's going to happen when they get to work with you. So you can choose to say, okay, buy my service right here, or book a call and we get to talk and see how we can work together. So now you understand that not all leads are the same, and how you need to have 3 different lead magnets for 3 different stages when it comes to the awareness stages of your lead. So all leads are not the same. All lead magnets are not the same. So you don't just come up online and you just throw up a webinar and say, attend my webinar. And the person doesn't know who you are at the time, and the person is never even aware of the problem in the first place, and the person doesn't even know your methodology. So you can't cram all that. You can't bring all that in an hour webinar and say, hey, webinar does not work. Webinar works. It's just the way you're going about it, not knowing that webinar is actually a lead magnet as well. Okay, so I believe you've gotten something today, and you've gotten a strategy rather to implement in your business so that you can achieve the desired results that you want. So you need to have 3 different lead magnets and 3 different landing pages. Okay, so if you want help with me, send me a DM and I will get in contact with you. Okay, if you're watching this on YouTube right now, please hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's podcast episode. I love you, and like I always say, success is impacting the world with the investment of your personality. So invest in yourself so you can impact the world with the investment of your personality. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless you. Have a wonderful night. Love you.